Hello, welcome everyone. Today we're gonna draw this spoon with different tools in Solidworks. So first I'm gonna create my part, create a sketch in the top plane. We're gonna draw two circles and adding right now the relation. These two centers is gonna be aligned. I made the horizontal constraint. One diameter is going to be 32 millimeters and the other diameter is going to be 37 mil. I'm gonna add the relation of these two circles. They're gonna be tangent, and now I'm going to proceed draw a line. This line is just gonna make as a reference that I'm gonna use. You're gonna see right now how I'm gonna use as a reference to draw the outline of the spoon. Okay, so I'm gonna draw this reference line at 20 degrees angle, and I'm gonna click again on arc, and I'm gonna make this arc. So as you can see, I point the end of this arc in the 20 degrees angle line, reference line, and I'm gonna make this arc again tangent to both circles. So this is going to be the shape of my spoon. And right now what I'm going to do is draw a center line, which I'm going to use as a mirror. So I don't have to draw again this arc, make tangent. We can make our life easier. Okay, and right now we will proceed to draw the handle. So this is the part where people grab this, where we're gonna grab the spoon. So this length of the handle is going to be 120 mil, and this has a slit angle. It's a little wider at the end, a little skin. Uh, uh, Closest to the actual curvature of the spoon. So this width is 15.5. I'm dividing in two because I'm going to proceed to mirror this shape. So I'm just gonna draw half of the shape. I'm gonna draw here a reference line of 6 millimeters. So this is gonna be a reference for my spline because I don't want the end of the spoon be just a square. I'm gonna make it a little fancy, draw a little curvature. I'm making this spline tangent to this line, and I make it here this reference on the spline just vertical. So I'm gonna add the relation, make it vertical, and I just need this side. I'm just gonna draw a straight line until the actual spoon. I wanna make draw a little arc here, so it's kind of fill it, make a little more realistic the spoon. I'm gonna make the relation tangent this little arc to the handle and to the actual spoon, and add a radius of 5. Now I'm gonna proceed to use the tool for mirror. I'm gonna choose this, the arc, the end, and the spline. Mirror respect to this line, and that's it. Done. So I have pretty much my shape of the spoon. I'm gonna exit the sketch. And oh, I forgot to add something. I'm going to draw again this sketch. I'm gonna draw a center line because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna need reference lines in the middle of the spoon. So let me draw a center line here. I'm gonna select midpoint of this line and making coincidence. Give me an error here. I grab another reference point. I need this, make it coincident, this center point to this line. I'm gonna cut here, and exit the sketch. Alright, so pretty much my top profile is already done. Now I will proceed to draw a sketch. If you put the spoon on the side, this is what I want, like a side view of the spoon that is gonna work a reference what exactly shape do I want. Actually, all these dimensions I grab it physically for a real spoon in my kitchen. Right now I'm drawing the curvature of the spoon, and I'm going to make these corners at the relation that they're vertical to the end of the spoon. I'm gonna choose just dimension. This is just to have a fixed, so it's not traveling around this curvature. I always like to constrain all the shape. Is something that I recommend when you work in SolidWorks. And right now I'm just gonna draw in the pretty much perpendicular plane to this, and I'm gonna draw the curvature if you're looking the spoon from the front view. So with these two curvature, let me spin a little bit here the view so you can see more clear. So this is a curvature looking from the front view, and with these two curvature we will be able to build the curvature of the spoon. I'm gonna do the same, constrain this point. I'm making horizontal, make sure they are aligned. Making the depth of the spoon is gonna be 6 millimeters, and from here to here I'm gonna say that is 40 mil. As long you are longer as the top sketch, this is what I'm comparing. Just to be safe, probably I will put 50. Well, I think 40 is fine. Is longer enough that this actual line. This is 39.5, so 40 I will be fine. I will put 42 just to be safe. I think that's enough. I'm exiting my sketch right now. I don't know, maybe 40. Yeah, 42 is fine. So exiting my sketch, and I'm going to work with surface and click on boundary surface. I click on the first sketch, click on direction 2, and click on the other curvature, and you will have something like this. Now we'll proceed to start building the handle. So I'm gonna continue drawing the actual shape, the side view of the spoon. I'm gonna draw a little curvature here. I would say it's better with a spline, and this spline is it's like I say, it's gonna depend. This is as closest dimensions that I could do with my physical spoon. It's really hard to measure. I will put coincident that is vertical, so you always want to align the side sketch with the top sketch. So in this way, it's always aligned with the top sketch, and I want to hide here 5 mil. These are just dimensions. Whatever is more closest to my physical spoon. This will depend on your spoon if you want to model in your home, but you're gonna have pretty much a general idea how to draw a spoon. Here what I'm gonna do, so after I draw the side sketch, I'm gonna do the same process for the first curvature. I'm gonna draw the profile. If you do a cross section, what will be your profile? So here the curvature is not so aggressive of the initial curvature. It's just 0.5 depth, and I think with these two sketches I can pretty much build my next section of the spoon. I'm measuring here. This is 7.73 mil, and always, like I said, try to make sure this is longer than your top profile. It's just a recommend. You're gonna see later while I'm doing this. So here on direction 1, and selecting the first profile, which is the actual initial solid surface, and the second profile is gonna be the arc that we just draw, and on direction 2 is gonna be the side profile. So that's gonna constrain the actual curvature. Here I'm just making the other section of the spoon, and like I said, I'm gonna constrain this to this end, make sure it's coincident with this surface. I'm just making vertical all this. Like I said, try always make a relation between the side view and the top view. And here I just draw this line as a reference. I'm just trying to make it approximate my shape. I was noticing like the shape of my spoon is not completely straight, so I want to make as more realistic as I want. I'm making this coincident and see that there is a little curvature. The spoon starts like a little up and then goes a little down. So here you can play. If you draw a spline line, you're gonna have these pretty much curvature controllers. You can get the shape exactly as you want. Like I said, you don't have to do exactly as I'm doing it. Just you can have a general idea how to throw the spoon as closely as you want. Depends on your project. The purpose of this video is just to get the general idea. Now, if you want more information, please don't hesitate to leave some comments, and I will be more than happy to help you. So here I'm doing the same. I create a plane at this point, and I'm gonna draw the cross section at this point. Here is pretty much the same. Depth of the curvature is 0.5 mil, and I just making 20. Just make sure that is longer than the top profile. So here with this curvature, I will be more than ready to build the next section. I'm just gonna build a whole surface from the last surface to the end. So I just making just in one different cross section along all the handle. I'm making constraint. This is horizontal, just to make sure that the cross section is not crooked or is not in angle. I'm creating here another plane and making the same cross section. Here I'm making coincident the center of the arc. Make sure the center of the arc is coincident with the side curvature. Here I have all my section already built, and I click on boundary surface. I'm gonna click in all the different profiles that I have. Here is not doing on the right way, so sometimes what I do, I just you can drag the point and sometimes make a line, but sometimes really you struggle to make it work. So I just gonna try again. It's doing perfectly now, so this is okay. This is what I want, and I'm going to make the little curvature. This is straight. This is not what you want, so we're gonna select this, and now as you can see, it built just a surface with the curvature that I want. Now we're pretty much done with this, with the spoon. We just want to cut it and make the shape of the spoon. So I'm gonna use the top plane, but because I have two reference line, I'm gonna create another plane of the section view. So I just convert the entities and cut what I don't need. So I have already my sketch ready to use as a tool. So I'm gonna click here on trim surface, and I'm gonna use the tool trim tool, and make sure you have the option remove selection, and you're gonna choose what you want to remove, and this is the final result. I'm gonna save my document just in case my Solidworks sometimes crash, and I'm gonna need the surface, and make sure you select create a solid and click on thickness, and I'm gonna put a thickness of 0.75 mil, and this is how it looks. It looks very good. I'm gonna try to make some fillets to make more realistic. It's not doing it, and I think I'm facing a problem on this area. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to delete this area. I can see that probably is not doing correctly because the spline is not properly. I think the best way, I'm gonna use the boundary tool again, choose these two, and I want this ending in a tangent. So I click here tangent, as you can see, make the curvature, and here I will choose the edge 2 on that one, tangent to the face. So as you can see, I have the same finish, and this should be a more solid tool to apply other features. So I just need the surface again. Make sure you click solid. I'm gonna apply a thickness 0.75 millimeters, and now I will proceed to add the fillets. Let's see this time do it. It looks pretty good. And yeah, this time it's doing correctly. I apply a fillet 0.1. As I said, this will depend on you. Here and apply a fillet all the way in the profile of the spoon. I apply here a material just to make look some fancy. And right now I'm gonna make a little decoration on the top. So I'm gonna make a top plane. Use the old sketch uses a reference, so you can use the same profile of your spoon and gonna use the tool offset entities. So after I have my profiles of the sketch, it will work. Let me put visibility on my sketch. I'm gonna go and choose this one. Click on convert entities, and this time I'm gonna do again the offset, because if I do in one sketch, it doesn't allow me. It didn't allow me to do double offset option. So right now, as you can see, I have a profile which I'm gonna do a cutout on the spoon, and it's gonna give a little more life to this spoon. So I'm gonna click on the option cut extrude, and I'm gonna choose the contour, which is going to be this one. I'm gonna choose the option offset from surface, and I'm going to choose the surface. Probably I'm gonna do a cutout 0.25 mils or something like that, and here you want to choose 0.25. So as you can see, that's the distance from the surface, but that's not what I want. I want cut out like in the actual from the surface and go down 0.25 mils. Is no one of this option. It will be this one, reverse offset. As you can see, it's cutting out 0.25 mils from the surface, and we just right now click in OK. I will apply some fillets just to make more realistic based on my spoon. Probably 0.25, I think is more than enough. It's looking pretty good, and make sure you select all the all the edges, and this is pretty much my spoon. Well, I hope you like this video. This is kind of look like a render, and this is the side view, isometric view. As you can see, it's very good. I hope you enjoy this video, and if you learn, please don't forget to like and subscribe and support our channel. Thank you. See you next time.